Hey everybody, here's a quick introduction slash tutorial for a cool Google feature called Google Scholar. And you can get to Google Scholar by going to your search engine, typing in Google Scholar. It'll be the first one that shows up. Looks just like a regular Google search engine, but this is really good for research and different types of learning activities. But usually when you're using the internet for information for a paper, it's sometimes hard to tell whether or not a website has accurate information or not. So Google Scholar is just another resource to use to help determine whether or not the information that you found is accurate or not. It searches scholarly literature, so this could include information from a written thesis or from abstracts or from published books or papers or journals, anything like that. So I'm going to start off here just to show you some of the highlights of it that I think are the most useful. You can play around with it too on your own. I'm going to type in groundwater supply, and then I'm going to search. Shows me all of my information here, and you can search through it as articles, and you can notice on the side it shows you if it has it in PDF form or if it's just available in web form. You can search case laws, which is kind of cool, and this could include federal courts, Nebraska courts, or you could choose select court and choose which areas that you want it to filter through. You can also go by the various time frames. So if you want it to be something more recent, choose since 2014. You can say since 2013 and see what came through. This is on Nebraska courts. If I go to all articles, you know then I'm going to have more information. So since 2014 and so forth. It might be kind of a cool thing for some of these to look at ground supply as more of a current, and then to look at it from maybe 10 years ago and see how some of the information has changed. So you can sort by relevance, or you could also sort by date. So 5 days ago, 68 days ago, and so forth. So that could be kind of a useful tool as well. So that's with the articles. The other thing that you can do, which is pretty cool, is you can, underneath these articles, you can find one that applies or is important to you. Then you can go down to where it says save. When you click on save, it'll show you that it's saved, and what that means is that this has saved this to your Google account, so you can find that anywhere. You know, if you're doing research at a library and you see these articles, you add it to your library, you just click that save link, and then when you go home and you're doing more work on your home computer, you just log into your Google account and it's here. You don't have to carry a thumb drive or carry a notebook or anything like that with you. So to access what you have saved is you can go over to where it says My Library, and it shows the things that I have saved here. And I can filter it just like I did with the other things, or with the stuff we were looking at earlier. I can access it since 2014. I can change the custom range, can manage the labels and all that kind of stuff. So that's some pretty cool features for it. The other thing that I think is really useful is to go to the link that says Cite. If I click on Cite, this little window pops up, and it has all these ways that you can cite this source. You can use MLA, or you can use APA. When I was working on my master's, I had to cite everything using the APA format. So here it does it for us already. You just click on it, you can copy it, and then you open up your bibliography or use your bibliography generator, whatever you want to use, and then paste that in there, and you have that properly cited for your works cited page, which is really useful. So again, this is called Google Scholar. I think it's a great tool for research. For teachers, it's a great way for students to learn how to find reliable sources, and also how they can compare and contrast reliable information from unreliable websites. then you can also have them compare and contrast articles from different areas around the world. Maybe an article, with a spin from one country is going to be different with a spin from another country, or you could see how something has changed over throughout the course of time and have them talk about those type of things as well. So hopefully you found this useful and you can play around with it. And thanks again for joining me.